And listen, Malik Willis, quarterback, likely hears his name called tonight, in part because he's a unique playmaker. Willis forced over 100 missed tackles last season. That's the most in the country. The players right behind him, Ken Walker and Breece Hall, the consensus top 2 running backs in this class. Both Mel Kiper and Ty McShay project Willis to go 20th overall to the Steelers in their final mock drafts. I'll be interested if he's still there. But, Mina, what do you see out of Malik Willis that allows him to stand out, this athleticism that just jumps off the screen?
Yeah, I mean, we all know he's a great runner. 1,800 yards last 2 seasons speaks for itself. But I would contend he already has the potential to be one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the NFL right now, in part because of that stat, the elusiveness of those missed tackles. I mean, he's being running backs, and you got to watch some of these plays. They're kind of comedic, honestly. But let's take a look at some of this. This is against Louisiana Monroe first. Okay, so designed run. The defense is caught a little bit late, but then they rally. Boom! He should not survive this. It's like the action movie when the hero's supposed to die, but he bursts through anyways because of that insane acceleration. Again, in the elusiveness. We got one last defender playing the role of Darren Sharper and Beastwick. Oh, my. Yeah, no, he makes it anyway. Scores a touchdown. Look at that run. Here's another design run. This is just power read. Simple enough. The linebackers you see are fooled, thinking it's the back. But Malik Willis, again, those linebackers going on their way, takes advantage of the lane, and then when he's met with another pair of defenders, splits them again thanks to his insane burst in acceleration for a huge chunk gain. Finally, this is just the most funniest one of all. Okay, so the protection breaks down. He scrambles, tries to keep his eyes downfield, nothing there, and he takes off. And look at this. I mean, I want to just capture the nuances of his rushing ability, the vision, the stop-start right there. Again, the elusiveness, the contact balance. He's as good as honestly any running back in this draft. It's amazing. And look, I understand these are against small schools, Troy, UAB, whatever. But when I watch him, because of the density, honestly, the size, his strength, and then that speed, I think he can come into the NFL and just destroy defensive backs.
Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me watching those clips was the strength. You know, how strong his kind of whole body is. It is very Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts-ish. I think as I sit here today and I put myself in like a team's viewpoint or a general manager's viewpoint, you have to ask yourself the question, or I feel like they're asking themselves the question, are we really going to pass on him? You know, like the one thing that teams fear the most in the NFL draft is regret. When you spin it 3 or 4 years in the future, do you look back and regret not taking it? Because my question would be, why are you not taking a Malik Willis? With the way the NFL is today, with the way the quarterback spot is in the space that the game is kind of predicated upon, and the athleticism at the position, if you're going to tell me that you're not going to take Malik Willis because you think he's too short, then that's on your coaching staff. Because your job is to get talented players, and your coaching staff to take the talented player and allow him to play to his strengths, and then you figure out, okay, maybe he does have a little bit of a vision issue when it comes to seeing over the middle field. Well, you fix that. You work around it, and you kind of build your offense around it because his talent is so good.
Well, I always contest that, you know, both of y'all talk about athleticism. It buys you time to develop.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, we saw Justin Fields last year when Bill Lazor took over and they put him on the move a little bit. He was a better quarterback. That's what these young guys have to do right now.
It allows you to survive.
It allows you to survive until you build up. And listen, all rookie quarterbacks throw interceptions.
Yep.
Trevor Lawrence threw a bunch of them. Zach Wilson threw a bunch of them. Justin Fields threw a bunch of them. Joe Burrow threw a bunch of them. They are going to throw interceptions. You got to your point, ask yourself, what are those traits that lend itself to him eventually maturing and being a guy? I want to ask you this. Cede my time to the gentleman in Connecticut. What is his ceiling? Give me a player right now in the NFL where you think Malik Willis can be in 2 to 3 years.
I think he's a blink below Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I think he's got the strength, the running ability, the like deep ball accuracy, and the powerful arm, and just the creative playmaking that you go, that's on Sundays.
So that's a steal at 20 then.
Yeah, it is,
Correct.
right? Does he deserve Malik Willis to be the first quarterback taken?
I think he does. And Laura, when you look at his strengths like everybody's talking about, what is the league about now at the quarterback spot? They're about guys that can run the ball, become dual threats, so to speak. Talk about Lamar Jackson. You can talk about Russell Wilson. You look at Josh Allen. You look at some of the guys. Justin Herbert is very sneaky with his feet. So I don't know that he deserves to be at 6, nor do I want him to go to the Carolina Panthers because of the coaching staff and whatnot and the way things are there. but he certainly deserves to be the first quarterback off the board, no question about it.
I don't think he gets past 20 in Pittsburgh, and I don't think he should. And the last thing I'll say is this. For everybody that says, well, next year's class is going to be so good, it's going to cost you a lot to get up in that top 5 to get those kids.
Good point.
If you get him at 20, he's got an opportunity to be a very good player.
As you said, I think that's a major steal at 20. You think about the upside there, as we were talking about. No quarterback scrambled for more yards than Willis last year, 611, back to Mina's original tape.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.